Moses led the flock far into the wilderness and came to Sinai, the mountain of God. Mountain of God, because not only this moment where Moses is about to be called, but also where the Ten Commandments came from years later. Verse 2, there the angel of the Lord appeared to him. Now, we don't know Hebrew, so there's some translation things that usually don't come up, but we'll see a couple times today, trying to put ancient Hebrew into modern English. So this is a long discussion. Is the angel of the Lord Jesus? Is an actual angel? I don't know. It's God. Let's just go with that. There the angel of the Lord appeared to Moses in a blazing fire from the middle of a bush. When the Lord saw Moses coming to take a closer look. How did God call Moses to do this incredible thing? So something happened. Moses had to look and see that it was unusual. Have you ever had this? I think I've had this a couple of times where I realized something's unusual here. And I'm drawn towards it. God is calling me to do some things. God called to Moses from the middle of the bush, Moses, Moses. And Moses replied, the classic Old Testament, here I am. That's a good thing to say. Now, Moses is getting old at this point. He's not a kid. And this is the first time that Moses is aware that God is calling Moses specifically. We say Moses is 80 years old. I don't know if our calendar, he's exactly 80 years old. But this is a moment. Verse 6, I am the God of your father. Which is interesting because Moses was born under slavery when the little boys were supposed to be pitched into the Nile and let them drown and float. And the people are like, maybe we're okay with the drowning, but that floating dead body baby thing we're not going to do. So it didn't work out for Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's daughter came down, and Moses had been put in the basket by mom and dad. And Pharaoh's daughter brought him into the palace and grew up with Pharaoh's step-grandpa Pharaoh, hating that he was there the whole time. Your father, who Moses did not get to grow up around because he had step-grandpa Pharaoh hating him. The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. They're the ones. Jacob's family were the ones that moved to Egypt and never moved back home. And God had said to Abraham, I'm going to bless you and your wife Sarah. You're going to have more descendants than stars in the sky. And I'm going to give you this land, the promised land. And instead, 3 generations later, they moved to Egypt and never came home. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. When Moses heard this, he covered his face because he was afraid to look at God. Verse 7. Then the Lord told Moses, I have certainly seen the oppression of my people in Egypt. Now, just getting around to it? No. God said, go back to the promised land.